So we just got to breakfast and we're in day 2 in Cambodia.
As you've just heard, we are on day 2 in Cambodia, and welcome back if you're joining us from day 1, or even if you've clicked on this video and not seen day 1, welcome and thank you for joining us. Although if you click the top of the screen, I will put a link back to day 1 if you want to go back and see how we got here, but if not, please feel free to watch us from here. You may have been wondering from yesterday if Savon the taxi driver was going to turn up. As you will see.
Ah, he's waiting. Yeah.
He was there, ready and waiting.
There he is. Savon. You okay? Morning. Good morning.
Now we want to go to Phill first.
Ah, okay, far first.
Yeah. And then come back to go here.
Okay.
Better, Wat Phnom and Wat Phnom.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's go.
As you've heard, the plan for the day is to show you some of the places you can go when visiting Cambodia, and we decided with Savon, the tuk-tuk driver, yesterday that we were going to go to 4 places in total today.
So we're in the tuk-tuk. We're just on our way to, where are we going?
We go to killing field.
To the killing fields.
This is Central Market?
Yeah, Central Market.
But before we go anywhere, we just got Savon to stop at one of the money exchanges so Fang could change some Thai baht into US dollars or Cambodian real, and there's places like this all over Cambodia, so if you come with your own currency, it's often a cheaper option than using the ATMs, which can charge a fee of up to about $5 per transaction.
Let's go.
There really is all sorts of activities you can do here, whether you agree with it ethically or not. I'm not here to judge.
I'm gonna go and fire a rocket launcher.
Just want to provide you with accurate, factual information so you can make an informed decision about what you can do for yourself. As we head to the killing fields, which you may or may not have heard about, I want to reassure you that I'll document this for you in a sensitive manner, but also not pussyfoot around things either. It's not a place for everyone, and some of you may not want to visit a place like this, and I totally get it. I think years ago I may have found this a bit too distressing to come myself. Although, like I've mentioned previously, I'm not here to judge, although I have a fairly strong opinion about the atrocities that did occur here, like most of us will have, I'm sure, but I'm going to describe the atrocities that happened and give you an overview. Although if you do find it too distressing or upsetting, please just skip to the next chapter of the video. I know this isn't going to work very well for my YouTube, but it's all about giving you the information and from our experiences to help you on your journey.
Thank you, Savon.
Yeah.
England. Thank you very much. So we're at the Choeung Genocidal Centre. Sounds quite cheery. We're just about to do the walking tour.
And cheery it wasn't, as I was about to find out. The killing fields here at Choeung were part of a broad state-sponsored genocide where over 1 million people were killed and buried by the Khmer Rouge regime, the Communist Party of Cambodia, during the rule of the country from 1975 to 1979. We're walking into this commemorative stupa, which is a memorial and filled with more than 5,000 human skulls, which have been organised into different age groups, with many of the skulls that have been shattered from the way that they were brutally killed. This place is one of hundreds of sites that served as a mass graveyard. Prisoners from Tuol or S21 security prison were transported here and forced to dig their own graves. People were so frail and weak from hunger that they couldn't dig enough grave for themselves, so they were just buried in shallow graves when they were executed. And when they were executed, there was no bullets wasted, and the executed people using tools such as pickaxes, bamboo, hammers and knives, just like the ones in this cabinet here. And there were the clothes that people wore as well. I'll walk you around to a few of the different spots that are on the tour. So when you're using the audio guide, you just press the button on the keypad and then it'll tell you a little story about each of these stops along the tour. I won't go into too much detail because you might want to come and do it yourself. I'll just give you a bit of an overview really, and you can pause this video at any time as well if you want to read some of the scripts and the stories on the screen. Both me and Fang found it a very emotional experience, and you couldn't help but think of the victims and how they must have felt being driven here to the death. This is a site as we walk around where you'll see bones sticking out of the ground from the victims who were killed by this absolute awful regime, and I'll keep it factual, and as hard as it is not to get emotional about this, it's how such evil could have taken place. It started giving me a bad headache actually after a while walking around, because of probably listening to all the brutality the victims had to go through and all the images that sprung to mind when being told how they used to bounce babies' heads off trees to kill them and then throw them into a pile of bodies of recently killed in the mass graves without any mercy whatsoever. Really absolutely horrific. I'm sorry if you're finding this difficult to watch or listen to, although I think it's important to express our findings and show you from our experiences. And that's the beauty of travelling to all these places. You get to understand more about the history and culture of a place, which for me has hopefully made me a little bit less judgmental and more understanding of especially the religions and cultures as a result. The Cambodian government obviously supports this place and encourages tourists to visit, and if you do come here I think it's only right that you pay respects, and you can do that here. There's little stalls where you can buy flowers and incense sticks just like I'm doing, and yeah, this can help support the local people too, which can't be a bad thing. And after paying our respects for the souls of these people, we will move on to, and I'm sorry, it's another not so cheery place called Sleng Genocide Museum. I'll put the name of that on the screen just in case I've pronounced that wrong, and then after that the mood will lighten a little bit and we'll take you to some not so dark places.
Found another sign for you.
This is sign for you, Phill. Be quiet, please.
Back to Savon. Hot Savon.
To Sleng, okay.
Hot for us, but as you can see, Savon's obviously accustomed to the heat, and make sure you get your tuk-tuk driver or wherever you are to stop and pick up plenty of water on your journey, because it's easy to become dehydrated without realising it here. So drink plenty of fluids and put your sunscreen on as well and you'll be fine. The next place that we're going to, like I mentioned, is called Tuol Sleng Genocide Museum, and I forgot to mention about the ticket prices too, so I'll mention that a little bit now. The Killing Fields ticket price costs $6 for foreign tourists, and I did try to get in Fang a little bit cheaper, as people think she looks like a Cambodian, but when realising she can't speak the language, the price soon goes back up. And that leads me on to dual pricing. In many Asian countries we visited, it's just something that you need to accept. I know a lot of people do complain about it, saying it's not fair and everything, but that's not really going to change anything, so you just got to get used to it, unfortunately.
So you find me over here, I wait for you here.
Okay.
On the station.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
42.
With the headband is $10.
Well, this museum costs $10 or 42,000 real per person to enter, and it's another $5 for the audio experience, which I think is definitely worth it, because you'll get a better account of what happened in this place other than just walking around without anything. So I would recommend getting that. And as we go in, I will explain a little bit to you about this place, which is the memorial site of the S-21 interrogation and detention centre of the Khmer Rouge regime. It preserves a tragic period in history with a really nice aim, that is to encourage visitors to be messages of peace because of the atrocities that were carried out here. Before it became a museum, it used to imprison people. Between 1976 and 1979, approximately 20,000 people were tortured and executed here, as well as being sent to places like we saw earlier to dig their own graves. This place is also known for interrogation, extermination and human experimentation by the Khmer Rouge. And this was a typical room where people's identities and sometimes even the body parts were taken out without consent and sold in the market. Human rights didn't exist in this place, and people were tortured, made to confess to things that they didn't even do. The security of this place was so tight it was virtually impossible for anybody to escape. Most of the prisoners in the beginning were government officials, doctors, soldiers, teachers, monks, and later anybody viewed to be a potential threat, I guess, to the regime. And in this building here we can see the picture of this dictator who ruled Cambodia as Prime Minister of Democratic Kampuchea between 1976 and 1979. And that's the man in the top left of that picture, and he was called Pol Pot. And we're going to leave this place now, which I'm sure you're grateful for, and we're going to go for some lunch, and I think you'll agree that was some awful goings on that happened at that time in history, and ones hopefully that will never be repeated. Opposite the museum you'll find this place, which is called the Mango Restaurant, and Fang opted for the iced cappuccino, which was rather fitting on this hot day, and I went for the old mango smoothie, which is one of my personal favourites when visiting Asia. Fang opted for the fried rice beef lok lak, which looks very nice and tasted very nice too. And I played it safe again by getting the fried rice with chicken, which was also very nice and tasty. And the meal in total came to 72,000 real, which I'll convert on the screen for you. After the food, we jumped back in the tuk-tuk with Savon, who was going to take us to our next stop, which is the one that was closed from yesterday, the National Museum.
National Museum, yes? Okay. You have lunch? You have lunch?
Not sure if Savon had had lunch or not. He was certainly an experienced tuk-tuk driver though, and handled these quite chaotic roads at times with ease. There was no times that we didn't feel safe, to be honest, and he was able to navigate through these roads effortlessly in this little tiny machine. So like we mentioned, we're going to the National Museum, which is the National Art Museum, and has lots of exhibitions of historical artefacts with over 14,000 items from prehistoric times to periods before, during and after the Khmer Empire.
friendly people.
I will back here. You okay? See you.
Thank you. See you soon. Thank you, Savon. Alright. We should be able to get into here today.
I know museums aren't for everybody, and also we weren't supposed to really take photos and videos inside of here, so we're just gonna show you
Taking a video, by the way.
a little bit and then we'll head to the next stop.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, National Museum.
And we'll
See you on the next video.
boom. Go back to see Savon.
Yeah. See you soon.
Here he is.
The next station is Phnom Temple, yes? Okay.
As Fang just mentioned, the next place is the last place we'll be visiting on this tour for today, and that's Phnom Temple. And it was around 3:30 in the afternoon at this point, and very hot as you'd expect from a tropical country. And if you do come to Cambodia, the average temperatures are around 25 to 30 degrees, and if you come straight from a cooler country, it may be worth taking a little bit of time to adjust and get used to the heat. So don't go too crazy and burn yourself out. Maybe take in 1 or 2 tours. You don't have to do everything straight away, unless you want to, of course, entirely up to you. Hopefully we can give you a kind of blueprint to all the places that we visit to make you feel a little bit more confident when coming to these places, so that you can think maybe if Phill and Fang can do it, then we can do it too, which would be awesome.
Okay, you wait me around here?
Savon.
Wait for you here.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yes.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, do you want some dollar?
No, I think I pay for the real.
You can. Okay. How much in real? 8,000.
8,000. Per person is 4,000. Is change? Let's go.
Let's go.
So this is Wat Phnom, and is a Buddhist temple where you can go and make merit, which is what me and Fang are going to do. And this is an important part of Buddhist practice.
What temperature is it? 38 degrees. I was wondering why I was sweating.
Same like old.
If you want to know more about Buddhism or how to make merit, I'll be doing videos specifically to inform you on such things, so stay tuned. And I really don't like saying it, but you can subscribe to our channel because it helps us to help others as well by providing people with hopefully good information about travelling. And so by subscribing, that would be a way for you to make good merit for us, which would be really nice. We will show you inside this temple now and around the grounds. It has a really nice feel to this place, as do a lot of the Buddhist temples that we've visited. They're a really nice tranquil place of calm and peace, and a good place to heal and rejuvenate your soul from the mundane day-to-day worries that most of us have. And after making our merit, we had a look around this fantastic temple, all the different looking Buddhas that were on show, that had been well crafted, and also the architecture of this building, which was really impressive. And that was before then heading outside to have a look at the main stupa, which is coming up on your screen. There it is. The pagoda is named after Lady Penn from the story of how she discovered the 5 statues, 4 Buddha statues and 1 Vishnu statue in 1372, and she got villagers to build this artificial hill which we're standing on, and a small wooden temple which she invited monks to bless, and the monks named the hermitage Wat Phnom, which is known to this day.
Right. Where's Siobhan? Said round here somewhere. He's normally pretty good. We've got one, thank you. Is this him? Hey.
Yes, would you mind if maybe we buy water? Yes, Big C or 7-Eleven or any mini mart stop for buy water.
Oh, the man.
Yeah.
We were both feeling a bit hot at this point, and Fang's just asked Savon to stop at the convenience store to pick up some water, providing he can navigate his way through this traffic, which he can with ease. He's such a good driver. There's so many convenience stalls all over Phnom Penh, and the most common ones are Big C and 7-Eleven. And 7-Eleven's the one that we're going to go to now.
Okay, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Hello, sir.
Which one?
This one.
Which one is it?
Delicious.
Oh, okay. Oh, we were going to get some nips, weren't we? Don't have any. No. But that one looks quite nice.
Yeah.
That's Skittles. Skittles, it's not M&M.
Chocolate, you think, no?
No, they're different.
Once again, you've got the option of paying in real or dollars, and I paid in dollars and got my change in Cambodian real. And Cambodia's run dual currency system since the United Nations peacekeepers arrived overseas for the elections in 1993.
Thank you very much. Okay, Siobhan, we're back. Let's go! Tomorrow, yeah, we want to go to the Sea Games. Yeah, Sea Games.
Oh, where
The stadium for the boxing.
What name? CC something. Name of stadium.
And I'll put this down.
This line. We are okay.
And what we'll do, Savon, is we'll put your details. If people come to Cambodia, they can get in touch with you and book your lovely tuk-tuk and come on one of these tours. So I'd like to say thank you very much for today.
This is a thank you from us.
Thank you. And
See you tomorrow. If we have any plan, we let you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye bye. See you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Savon. See you later. Bye bye.
We weren't sure if we were going to need Savon tomorrow, although you may have heard us talking about the SEA Games, which is basically the Asian Olympics that were being held here in Cambodia. And we were thinking about going to an event for the SEA Games tomorrow. And let us know if you think that we got back in touch with Savon and used his services again tomorrow. Alternatively, you can watch day 3 of the video and find out for yourself.
We're going to go out and get drunk. No, we're not. We might go and have a beer.
From not having a drink in over 6 months, I thought I'd test myself by having a beer to see if I could control that rather than that control me, and we headed out for the evening to do just that.
Was it buffalo? Oh, buffalo.
And as we passed these stalls, that interested me to see what kind of meat they were selling. And as you've just heard, it was buffalo. Last night when we were out walking on our travels, we saw a nice place that I thought would be a good place to eat, which was this one. So we decided to come here tonight and give it a go. Had a nice rooftop bar, and the service was really good as well. You just got there by going up in the lift to the top, and somebody took you up to the top there, and the views from here were absolutely amazing.
Are we going to get some food in here? Yeah.
This is Thai song.
Is it?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
For me, maybe 5 rice. Rice? Gobi.
Sausage. Anchor. What percent is it? Really nice. Crisp, refreshing. Oh.
My cocktail.
I'm gonna get drunk tonight.
Hope not.
Nice bit of duck. They're keeping them coming.
2 beers was enough for me, because any more and I would have ended up in a nightclub, so it was good to know my limits. And the quality of food in this place was excellent. The bill coming to less than $30, which for 2 people was really good value, taking into consideration the drinks and the quality of service too. It's called the Krud Skybar, which is about 15-20 minute walk from the hotel that we were staying at. Although rather than walking back, it was much easier to get a tuk-tuk, which cost us around $1 and saved us the strength in our legs for tomorrow.
Yeah. Here? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Out here.
This one.
Huh? Yes.
Yes.
As we got back to the hotel after a fantastic day here in Cambodia, we thought it fitting to go for a little nightcap and sit around the pool for a bit and plan for our day tomorrow. Which, if you've enjoyed being with us today, which we hope you have, we would love for you to come along with us tomorrow in day 3 in Cambodia.
Drink, sir.
Oh yes, please, madam. What have you got?
Watermelon juice.
Nice and refreshing.
And that one is
Anchor.
So I guess the only
Cheers.
thing that's left to say is to do that thing that all these YouTubers do nowadays, which is to give us a like, hit that subscribe button and give that bell a ding. And we shall see you on the next video.